Bebop, got it on lock. Check your wristwatch. Tick-tock, time for lift off. You hear the stars calling.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Welcome to the Bebop Boys podcast, where we talk about movies, anime, comic books, and all types of fly shit.
I got mine ready.
No, we can get through it.
I got mine ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have two myself.
I have none. That's fine.
You don't have
I got mine.
Put the mic down. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love you. All right.
What
okay, I got
happened?
mine. Mount Rushmore.
All right,
I'll go first.
sure.
All right.
Mount Rushmore of what?
I have 3 different types. So for the first one's going to be anime. These are all just my personal picks
Okay.
for me. So, of course, for anime, I'm running One Piece, Naruto,
Wait.
greatest anime.
Oh, you're doing. Oh,
Mount Rushmore. Where's this one at?
I was thinking,
Delaware?
I was
nigga?
thinking characters.
I got 3. Like I just said, I have 3.
Okay. Go on.
So I got and again, I said this is my opinion. I said
hero?
no, not my hero.
all right.
You're not
All
my
right, I'm
hero
fucking with
either.
you. I'm fucking with you. Go
No.
ahead, go
So
ahead.
anyway, my Mount Rushmore, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
One Piece.
We're going to get her back.
Naruto. Cowboy Bebop.
Of what?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
The best anime.
The best animes, in my opinion. I swear to God, it's just, you know what?
Let him get through it so we can clip it.
Take the headset off. Put the mic down. You ain't
You
listening.
know, I can hear you 100%. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm gonna kill you.
You're doing a good job.
All right.
I'm gonna kill him.
What? All right. What's
Anyway, that's what I got from my anime.
Do it again.
All right, fucking A. One Piece, Naruto, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho. I got One Piece on there because overall, 10 out of 10 for me. Naruto, fantastic storytelling, great character
Made
development.
a lot of gay people. Sorry,
And
gay. He's a gay icon.
Really good for the gay community, yes. Yeah. Cowboy Bebop, short, sweet, right to the point, beautiful anime, great soundtrack, gorgeous. Yu Yu Hakusho, character development on 10, intro 10 out of 10. Dark Tournament is the best anime arc in anything possible, in my opinion.
One of the biggest blueprint animes.
Oh my God. And the characters in there, just so much fun. So much fun. Now I got comic book characters. Comic book characters, I got Spider-Man, doesn't matter who's under the mask, any spider person will do. Got Luke Cage.
The black one?
Yes, even the black one.
Black and Puerto Rican.
Black and Puerto Rican, yeah.
What about the Mexican-Irish one?
Yeah, him too, Miguel O'Hara, for sure. Or the other black one, Spider-Punk.
British.
Take your pick.
We're just taking everybody now,
Take your
huh?
pick. Any Spider-Man under the mask.
Haley
Anyway,
Steinfeld.
sure. Luke Cage is on there as well. Luke Cage, because he's never been scared to hide who he is. That man's right out in public like, my name is Luke Cage. This is my address. If you have a problem.
That nigga dabbed
Come
on
through.
camera. That's just hilarious.
All right, leave him alone. Number 3, Moon Knight. Moon Knight. I love that man. I'm going comic book version, not fucking Disney Plus version.
I like the Disney Plus
you like the
version.
Disney
Yeah,
Plus
no,
one.
it makes sense when you don't read.
I thought you liked it.
Nigga, you ain't finished high school. Leave me alone. What the fuck you talking about?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
didn't
Go
finish it, but it's I've said it multiple times. Like the Disney Plus version is
Yeah, I said it.
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine if you haven't read the comics, but if you read the comics,
It's a very Cliff Notes version of Moon Knight.
not even that. Like, not even that. Like, bro, what I was reading yesterday, Jed McKay runs so good. There's a guy named Waxman who's just a ripoff of Clayface, and he knocks. First off, he freezes him with nitrogen or whatever that shit is that freezes people immediately. What's that shit called? I don't care. Anyway, he freezes them. Then he puts them in a fucking metal ball, and then he's like, "Yo, answer my questions." And the dude's like, "I don't have to eat. I don't have to breathe. I don't have to do anything. All I gotta do is wait you out." And Moonlight's like, "That's fine." And he was like, "I'm just gonna pour cement on you and then put you in this new condo that's going in, and then you just spend eternity in that thing. Go ahead. We'll see how long you last. Now answer my questions." And so he's like, "All right, bet, my bad. I'll answer your questions." He's like, "Cool." And then he buries him anyway. Damn. And he's
So
like,
that
"Hey."
was better than him fighting depression.
Yes. Okay. And he's also already doing it. He goes to therapy in every issue. He's actually doing this because the guy kidnapped his therapist.
Oh.
Yes. And then everyone on the team was like, "Bro," and he's like, "That man's a serial killer. You think he was going to stop?" He's like, "We got to put an end to this." And so he just buried him in cement. That man is going to be stuck in cement for eternity until somebody maybe finds him. So yeah, Moon Knight comic books, fire. Love that man. Absolute Wonder Woman.
Wow.
Forced to be fucking reckoned with.
That's crazy.
As a woman, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
oh.
Absolute Wonder Woman is everything that I want to be. She's fantastic. She just defeated Hades recently by playing the long game, and it was great because she was trapped in hell for eternity, and she found a way out. She did have help, from Circe and one other person, but either way, she did it, and it was beautiful and it was fantastic. So I love her to death. And then anime characters. Itachi, off rip. Guardian Angel, beautiful human. Yeah. Piccolo. That's my dad. You know, can't not have Piccolo. Yusuke Urameshi.
Okay.
I do love Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah.
Hakusho is-
And
Wait, you like Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yusuke is about that shit. Yusuke was never, ever not about that shit. Yusuke is on 10 toes deep. And then, whatever. Bon Clay.
Oh yeah.
Bon Clay is a ride or
Oh,
die
yeah.
from start to finish. Bon Clay,
My ride
when
or
he...
die.
No. Bon Clay,
Single-handedly made me appreciate gay people.
Bon Clay
By himself.
is the best.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Bon Clay is a they, them. And also, Bon Clay made friends with the pirate crew, the Straw Hat crew first, and then was enemies, and then he saved them because he was like, we were friends before you're enemies, so I'm going to save you.
Okay.
And then throughout the entire of One Piece is just constantly saving Luffy. And by constantly, I mean 3 times. But still, those 3 times were huge. Bon Clay is a ride or die. If you're friends with Bon Clay,
You're good.
yeah, Bon Clay has your back 100% of the time.
I'm sure he
Which
does. have-
episode does he come in on?
Bon Clay, I don't remember the episode
What
number.
kind of question is that?
Right.
It's during the Baroque's work, though.
So those are yours.
Those are mine.
Good ones. Go to mine. I don't like the way you pointed at me, nigga. The fuck?
Fuck, nigga.
Scrap.
No, bro. I don't
Kiss.
got no more.
All right, so I'm
Make
gonna
out.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put your mic down.
Oh, my.
We got to start giving strikes out again.
Yeah, we gotta start.
We already
Except
are.
for me.
You have
Already
one.
got
So
one.
I'm gonna
Except
do.
for
Have
you.
2.
You have 2.
Two? What the
No,
fuck?
no, you have one. He has one. He
One
almost
and a
has
half.
2.
It's like 1.5.
Hers
You almost
has
got
3.
that.
Yo, when is Black History Month again?
How was that smug? Cause I read. You
In the
niggas
page
are
of
you
this
niggas?
book,
Are you niggas trying to Hitler me? Are you trying to punish me?
We
for
have no
Let's go to
gas.
camp.
That's literally not a thing because who has a college education here?
Well, I left, so.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nerds.
I'm holding
Mine
back.
is-
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nerds.
But yes.
Mine, I did an anime one, but
Say
I did.
nerds.
I did an anime one,
Not
but I
nerds, I'm
did
trying to get a job.
Mount Rushmore, like I'll do the characters from the shows. So I put Naruto.
Y'all niggas in this gay ass nigga, bro. What the fuck, bro?
Why
Who
you
the
keep
fuck
calling
like
Naruto
Naruto?
What? Come
Everybody.
On. Everybody.
Everybody.
The fuck are you talking
Yeah.
Bro, just keep going, bro.
Naruto.
Naruto.
He's like one of the most. I'm
Bro,
sorry to get
stop
interrupted
sucking
you.
this nigga dick, bro.
He's like the most unproblematic main character.
Psych, bro.
I would have to agree with that one.
And
He's
he,
very
and he had
unproblematic.
such a traumatic background.
That makes
man.
him boring.
He's
That's
so,
like,
like,
he's not even the
He's
best
not
person in the
boring.
show.
He's not like
Lear's just
annoying.
mad that y'all are not comparing him to Naruto.
I mean, he's annoying, but like you know
What?
how certain
No.
main characters kind of won't learn their lesson.
When the fuck? All right, just go.
Oh,
Please
he learned
go
his
on.
lesson.
I mean, he learns his lesson. Aside from Sasuke situation, he kind of like he's
Hey,
He's-
he succeeded at what he tried
like
to do.
out of all
Exactly.
the Gokus and the Dekus and the Yuyus.
yeah. He's
I
not,
mean,
He did what he needed
You know what I'm
to do.
saying?
But yes.
he's
but
not
yes.
making decisions where you're like, what the fuck?
Right,
You're like,
exactly.
yeah.
There are worse.
Wait, hold on,
There
hold
are
on.
worse main
Hold
characters
on.
out there.
Hold on.
I'm sorry to get.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
come on,
Bertha.
yeah. You don't have, we,
But I'm sorry.
we
I
are
was just
going.
like, yeah, you keep shitting on Naruto, but I don't understand why.
Because
Okay.
he trash, bro. Just keep going.
Sorry.
Naruto,
Go ahead, Bertha.
Luffy,
Okay.
Aaron, and
character, nigga, villain too.
Goku.
What?
Yep.
Well, for Mount Rushmore, like, all right, explain what
is
your
the
Mount
Mount
Rushmore
Rushmore for?
Yeah. Because there's a difference, as we've been talking about this.
I'm talking about the most impactful animes.
Oh, that's a good thing.
So, and I'm picking the main characters from those animes. So, Naruto, obviously, like Goku and Naruto are pretty in a similar
Yeah.
vein to me, but they're 2 different eras. So, like Dragon Ball Z, it was in everyone's anime starter pack. Like,
exactly. Like,
it's
I,
like
I see Goku as a Superman.
yeah, it's like one of the original.
almost
like,
everybody's based on.
yeah, like you gotta. There's a basis for it. Naruto was like dope, but Naruto. The thing about Naruto that I liked was that like Naruto was the first, like probably the first anime that I watched that got serious.
Yeah, like he actually felt sad.
But like sad shit happened.
Quit
Like
Calling this nigga gay.
So there. So
Sasuke chasing.
Naruto was the first, like with the story of Itachi, the story of Gaara, what happened with Jiraiya, the story of Pain, like all of this is just like, oh, like bro, like yeah, like when you get to Shippuden, that shit got real. So I can appreciate that. Attack on Titan is like probably the first anime that was so serious but so popular, like it kind of opened the door for that range. Even like when you talk, the creator of it took him 11 years, or I think 11 years to get it published, because they wouldn't, like, they were like, this is too serious, it wouldn't fit with what is happening, like it wouldn't fit with anything else. So it took him a long time to actually get it out, and then once it got out, it was a fucking hit. But so that one was perfect. And then One Piece is just One Piece. One Piece is in a lane of its own. But I feel like for the most part, the best anime are like in a lane of their own. Like they're within this genre, but you can't compare them to something else. Yeah,
their own.
Aside from like,
they're their own niche essentially. Like One Piece, is a adventure anime as the umbrella term, right? But like it's so specific. The characters are so specific, and I'm saying this as a person who's only seen 40 episodes in live action. Every character and the stories I've seen so far, and even with the live action, it's so specific that it doesn't. It's in a league of its own.
yeah.
And that's really what it is. Dragon Ball Z, like, yeah, it's an action anime. Started off as an adventure anime, now it's an action anime. Yeah, comedy. Adventure, we just search it, but it started off as that. But again, especially now with Super and Z, it's in a lane, like no one does the transformation thing like Dragon Ball Z does, to the point where that's all we watch it for now. What is the next transformation?
Yeah,
you know, that's what we watch it for now. Like we
Probably
make
One
fun of
Piece.
it, we talk shit about it, but like now it's just like, what Goku will turn into now?
Yeah.
No, I think so. I think these
Black
ones
Frieza.
were super, like they're super impactful on the genre itself. So those are mine.
That
And then-
everyone takes from it.
And then I got my own category.
Category is
Spit your eyes like Robert De
Yeah,
Niro.
I got my own category.
My own kid.
And it's y'all feel free to put your mics down and get up and leave, because that's what you're gonna do. I got a philosopher Rushmore.
Wait, that wasn't the rules.
We said we could pick whatever we want,
strike
nigga.
4.
Go on.
So mine is my
Explain
philosopher.
what the philosophers do.
Yeah,
Do you know what a
Just let him do his
philosopher
thing.
is?
Just let him do
my
his thing.
philosopher
Just let him do his thing.
Rushmore is Marcus Aurelius, Miyamoto Musashi, Socrates, and Alfred Adler.
I fuck with Socrates.
Miyamoto Musashi? Isn't
that
that
y'all fuck with Socrates? Wasn't he fucking
Isn't-
little kids?
Nick,
His thought
isn't
process.
Miyamoto Musashi? Isn't that fucking Takazo from Vagabond? Isn't that his surname that he like takes over? Isn't it Miyamoto Musashi?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a swordsman.
Yeah,
Yeah, Miyamoto Musashi.
yeah. That's because
I actually just got volume 2 of Vagabond today.
like not gonna just cut you off, but yeah, in Vagabond, it's kind of loosely based off real shit. And the main character, he's like a swordsman, and he's trying to be legendary, but like he makes bad with the village that he's from. So his mentor's like, all right, you got to take on a new mask. You got to be some legendary guy named Miyamoto Musashi. And Vagabond is very philosophical. Like that's
Oh my
that's
God.
interesting.
Can't
Wow.
wait. Damn.
Cool. That's all right. Cool. That's interesting.
Vagabond, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's when they use his picture a lot. But so
You don't gotta explain them.
Marcus Aurelius is
I'm just saying that because we got time. We don't got enough
Yeah.
time.
You go on.
Marcus Aurelius was like he was an ancient Roman philosopher. Like he was an emperor, but he was a philosopher, and his diary essentially is a book now. Like It's called Meditations, and he was writing to himself
Somebody else was like that too.
about how to handle like specific issues. Like, so he was like, when he was writing in his books, like he was writing about, like he was critiquing himself and his day-to-day life. So like as shit was happening to him, like he was adopted by the emperor that preceded him, and he was raised as his son, and then him and his like adopted brother were co-emperors. His brother didn't like him, like was jealous of him because he was so like well put together basically, and he tried to kill him, I'm pretty sure. And then his wife cheated on him. Like he went through a lot of shit, like
On the dead home.
but he was trying to be like, he was like, I think one of his taglines, or like one of the how that he's remembered is like the last great emperor, because he was very down to earth and very humble, and like that's what philosophy gave him, was like he wanted to approach things as like a noble person. Like he has this thing that he came up with, like he was the first person I read that said something, but it's called like it's called like the stripping method. And it's like when you are holding something on a pedestal, the best way to yeah, I mean that could be it too, but the best way to get back into like alignment or like see it for what it really is to strip it of what you think it is. So you describe it in its most basic form. So if you're like, so like for like specifically, like if, okay, I want like, oh, like this Lamborghinis are so beautiful. They're so, the stripping method would be, that is a machine made of plastic and metal. Like, and like when he's talking about sex, he's like, all you're doing is like two bodies friction, like causing friction against each other.
That's not all I'm doing.
And then emitting mucus. Like it humbles whatever it is that you're building up.
Disgusting.
So
that nigga don't know my sex, bro.
like he was fucking brilliant. And then Socrates is one. Like Socrates was pretty much the same Stoic philosopher,
One of the goats.
He came before Marcus. Miyamoto, like I just like when I read stuff like that, like from him, it's kind of a similar feeling to like Marcus Aurelius. And then Alfred Adler was recent, and he was supposed to be like, he's quote unquote a psychologist. He was friends with Freud, but his psychology isn't really a psychology; it's a philosophy, where like he's saying like his whole thing about everything, like so. It's kind of like a reverse psychology, and almost like when I read stuff that he says, it's like it aligns a lot with a lot of stuff that you would hear from like a motivational speaker, like that kind of a thing. Like he's saying like we start off with a goal in mind no matter what we're doing. So it's like if you even when a person is doing something that's self-destructive or something that they don't like, they say is like holding them back. Like, you know, in one of the books that I read about him is there's like a story about a person who's a recluse, and he's staying in his room and he's afraid to leave the house. And this guy was like, well, I would argue that he doesn't want to leave the house, and that's why he's not leaving the house. And he's like, why would you say that? And it was because, like, think about the attention that he gets from his parents for being a recluse. Like, think about what he gains. Like, whenever someone's doing something, they're gaining something, even if it's a bad thing. Like, they're doing this for a reason. And he said something similar to what you said before, which is like, it doesn't make sense for people to complain about doing something that's within their power to do, but not doing it. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like you're causing your own suffering. So those are mine.
Very good.
It's crazy I'm a philosopher.
Not at all. Anyway, Matt.
So for me, it was just, I got 3. My Mount Rushmores are strictly just characters that are my favorites, but like I can relate to them to the point where they help me navigate the ways that I think, because I'm like, man, I feel the ways that you're feeling, and I never thought about it in the way that you are. So for anime, I got Mob from Mob Psycho.
Nice.
He is somebody that, kind of spoilers. I'm not going
You're
to
fine.
spoil too much, but
You should have been watching.
by the end of Mob, you realize that the 100%, the other version of Mob, where he's super unhinged and powerful, is because he's bottling his feelings up.
Yeah, I know that.
When he is just normal, mute, like how he usually acts, it's all a mask. It is all defense
I
mechanisms.
got that from season 1.
Okay, good. And so that's why I love Mob.
That's why
because-
the 100 depends on which emotion he is feeling the most.
Yes.
And it depends on how he reacts in that mode.
Yep, because
Yes.
he's just always trying to bottle it. Like, people can bully him,
Yeah.
people can mess with him, but he's just gonna be straight-faced about it. One, because he's like, I have so much power that I don't want to unleash it on these people. But what he also doesn't realize is he can't connect with people because he himself is saying that these people are less than him unintentionally. Like,
Yeah.
he's not meaning to do that, but that's what he's doing. And so by the end of Mob Psycho, when he's about to go on a date with the girl that he loves, but then realizes that she doesn't feel the same way, and then he gets hit by a car and pretty much dies, he lets it all out. Like, the part of him comes to him and saying that he's like, you're not you. I'm you. I'm everything you're feeling, so let's just let it out. So he becomes a walking nuke. So he's
I like the
it's like,
century.
he just lets it out. He's like, you know what? Fine. I am that motherfucker. You know what? I'm still going to go to that girl because I love her. I don't give a shit what she thinks about. And I'm all powerful. And all it took was for Reagan to come to him and say, like, Mob, I've been lying about everything I've been doing only because how highly you thought of me and what you thought of me meant so much. And same with all these people that you've met in the entire life. And that was able to make him know, like, I can be myself. Like, I can be happy like I've always wanted to. I could act like I could be the way that I want and not have to have restrictions or bottle it up or think that I'm the only one dealing with this. Even though I'm the most powerful person doesn't mean I can't have others help me with what I'm going through. Anyways, keep going. Bocchi, I fucking love her because she is somebody who is extremely talented, always known, but she only became a guitarist because she was so alone, couldn't connect with anybody. Like, when she was in school and a kid, she wanted to play with people, but she didn't have a thing. Like, she didn't know what she was into. So she didn't want to put that burden on other people, even though people were supportive. Like, what's funny about in the Bocchi show is in all animes, anybody that has a sad background are bullied or like they have something to feel sad about. But with Bocchi, no, like, all the people would, like, she was very supported. Like, people did try to be friends with her, but she just didn't know how. So her avenue was, I'm going to be really good at guitar, so at least I have value for people. That was her thing, where she's like, I got to show people that, like, I could add something to them, not because they want to be my friend for any other reason. Like, I got to show my value. And so she's like now becoming friends because of her music, and she's starting to open up, and she has crazy mad anxiety and insecure and thinks the worst of every single situation, but she's letting her life be lived because of people supporting her and pushing her. If her friend Najika wasn't pushing her to be in the band, she wouldn't do it. So I love Bocchi. Then Denji from Chainsaw Man. Like, dude, I just love Denji. Like, he's a degenerate by far as degeneracy can go, but it's all from a good place, and he only ever has not good intentions, but intentions that isn't malicious to fuck people over. Like, at the end of the day, he's one of the most horniest anime characters I've ever seen, but he never sexually assaults people. He's always wants consent. He's always just like not knowing how to deal with things because of his past. Now his past is really, really sad. Like, his parents left him, they died, so his rest of his life as a kid was trying to work for the Yakuza to just make money and live, and he only had Pochita, which is his best friend. And so it's just like he's just a kid, an ignorant kid learning his way in the world, and I think he has a good heart, and I fucking love him and the things he does. I'm like, yeah, you know what, like, if I were you, I'd probably be doing that shit too. But last one will be Guts. Obvious one, most relatable dude that I do. Everything about Guts, like, I could go on and on and on and on about Guts, because Guts is my favorite fictional character ever. And where he is now, like, he reminds me a lot of Century reminds me a lot of Guts, where at the point in the story where
bring it back
where
around.
Berserk is not, yeah. I was going to bring it up.
Bring it
I was
back
going to bring it
around.
up.
You
I was going to
better
bring it.
Who's
and
a good
so,
podcaster? Matt is.
yes, sir. And so with Guts, he goes through this not even his childhood, again, I could keep going on and on and on, but let's just say his most traumatic event that he's ever experienced in his entire life. And from there, his just mindset is, then now I'm not going to have any relationships with anybody. I'm not going to have no friends. I'm just going to do things for my own self and have my revenge because that is what I meant to do. And as he starts doing that, he develops what is called the Beast of Darkness, where it consumes him to be as vile, as like brutal, and is like, don't care about anybody's feelings, don't care about what people think is good or wrong. I'm just doing what I think I need to do. And he feels vindicated by that, but it takes a little fairy follow him around to just kind of like talk to him, and because Puck,
She was a fairy.
Puck notices like, oh, after he saves a princess by killing her father and then telling her, like, she's like, fuck you, like, you killed my dad, you made me go through all this. Literally what he tells her is, yeah, like, things are fucked up and nothing's gonna ever go your way. Maybe you should just kill yourself. He literally tells her, you should just kill yourself. And as he walks away, the little fairy Puck is like, Jesus Christ, like, literally, oh my God. And then goes up to Guts and was like, Guts, like, what do you, and then just sees Guts
just kill you.
crying. Like, Guts literally sitting there crying. Like, and it's just like, oh, maybe this man has a little more going on with him. And now in the point of the story, people are starting to follow him and go along with him that he doesn't want. He's like, no, like, get out of here. I don't want you. Like, I have my own mission. But then he starts finding solace, and then he starts caring about these people that he doesn't realize. And then he gets this armor, because he needs this armor to take on this, how powerful shit gets, because shit gets so powerful that he can't even control it on his own. So what this armor does is it turns off his emotions. It completely makes him numb to absolutely every single thing that he's ever thought and just acts on instinct. So he becomes overpowered. He becomes like super strong, but that Beast of Darkness takes over, and it takes his wizard friend to calm him down by getting in his head and being like, no, like, there's a limit. You gotta calm down. Like, you can't let this take over you. And Guts is just like, I fucking love Guts. So yeah, Guts, Denji, Bocchi, Mob is my anime Mount Rushmore. Next one would be comics. Spider-Man, very obvious, best. Invincible, same thing. He is the most realistic. By the end, he's the most realistic superhero I've ever witnessed. Yeah, I've ever witnessed. Where I'm like, yeah, like I think he would deal with everything how a normal person who has trauma would deal with things, and come to the terms that, being a hero isn't about, like in Spider-Man 2, like saving the day, saving the world. It's about keeping as much peace as I can and keeping my own sanity for my own reasons. And that's not selfish, because there's other people that will have saved those certain sections. Like, I can't do everything myself, even though I'm that powerful.
Invincible.
Then it would be Daredevil, because, like, oh my God, like, getting into Daredevil.
Matt.
Yeah, because his name's Matt. And so the next would be Daredevil, just because, like, he is somebody who, with as little as he can do, he tries this, like in a Spider-Man sense, where he tries doing the most. And I respect the fuck out of that. Like, I respect somebody, and that's why I love Guts too, because in Guts, there's so many situations where it's like, no fucking chance, dude. Like, you are not getting through this. You are not fighting that thing. You are not supposed to be doing this. But just because he's like, I need to. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. He does it. And I love Daredevil by that. And then Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom would be my fourth.
You're so white villain.
Yeah. Because Dr. Doom.
Hold on, he's Latvian.
Like, Dr. Doom is
Spicy
like.
white.
I love how facetious he is, where he has so much ego that he even antagonizes himself.
Yeah, maybe Robert
and like
Downey Jr.
But like, he's very like unshameful about it.
Oh,
like, and that's what
so
I love
unshameful,
about it.
and he is just like so open about it.
And that's what I love, where it's like, yeah, like, your intentions are so petty. Like, everything that you are doing is so, like, your reasons are so not clear and so based off emotion. But even him, he's like, I know. That's why I'm doing it. Like, he's like, I'm doing all this because that's how I feel. Why do you, like, I don't give a shit what you think. That's how I feel, so I'm going to do it. And I'm like, I respect that. I respect that.
Like, jump in.
Yeah.
Because why I was so excited for Dr. Doom to finally come to the MCU just to be played by Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. is gonna crush that. Let's be honest with ourselves.
exact.
I wanted a
Exact-
new.
See, I'm still in the.
I wanted a
Crush
new,
it. He's gonna crush it.
fresh.
I agree.
Someone to take a.
I ain't worried
It's,
about
it's
it.
just gonna be like a pettier Iron Man. I'm sorry.
That's all he is.
No, see,
That's
all he is.
No,
Bro, yeah,
Those
that's
first
all
two
level-
Iron Man shits, he is
there's
so
a
egotistic.
level
bro.
of.
Oh, we can't get in. We can't get
yeah,
in.
we can't get into it.
Yeah,
No,
so
stop.
yeah,
You're
I
right,
love
you're right.
Dr. Doom.
Go ahead, finish.
My last
Sorry.
Mount Rushmore is video games. My favorite video game characters, where when I was playing those games, I was like, yeah, I'm just like you. I fucking love you. Like, so we go Dante from Devil May Cry. I completely changed my personality from as a kid. I was like, yeah, like you're so badass and you have trauma and you know trauma and you know your life's fucked up, but you're going to be goofy and silly about it. Kind of like Vash from Trigun, where it's like you are a traumatized boy that needs to talk about your emotions.
His
but
mother did die
the way
from
you're
it.
going about things, I respect it and I love you for that. Shadow from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Are you an edgy
Obviously,
teenager?
huh?
Edgy teenager?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, of course, man.
He has piercings in both.
Yeah,
of
are
his
you
nose.
kidding me?
Oh,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm as edgy as
yeah.
you
Yes,
get.
he's edgy.
That was Shadow for me, where I was like, the way he's presented is a bad guy, but like every single thing he's ever felt and ever been through is the most valid thing ever. You're a science experiment that at least found some solace in a girl that made you feel like, okay, maybe I can be accepted by people, and then she gets killed, and that's the only thing you know. So then you get locked
the
back
face.
up again. Like anybody's gonna crash out and be a villain after that. Yeah, like Mewtwo.
Very Mewtwo,
Exactly, Mewtwo.
yeah.
Yeah, same way. Then my next one would be Link. He's the GOAT.
He doesn't talk.
Like, yeah, he just knows, like, I gotta be a hero because this my destiny, so I'm gonna do it. Like, I know what's right and
Just
I
go
know what's
off of
wrong. I
vibes.
don't
Fuck
gotta
with that.
have emotions. I don't gotta have connections. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do because I'm the motherfucking hero. I'm the hero of time, bitch. Like, that's what I gotta do. So I'm gonna stick to it, not making it more complicated than things need to be, not overcompensating. Like, I love that. And then my last one will be Master Chief.
Do it.
Yeah, get that. Yeah, dude. Master Chief, fuck yeah, man. Like, oh man, and Halo 2, when he sees a giant, like, and I'm somebody that, again, with Daredevil and guts, if somebody who is not capable of doing like so minimal, because Master Chief at the end of the day is just a super soldier. That's all he is. Not much more. How is this one single man supposed to take down an entire whole army of a just alien race?
Done.
Man, in Halo 2, he was on the ship. There was a whole big ship, a bunch of other ships, and he was the only one alive, only super soldier. He grabbed this one bomb. Cortana was like, what are you going to do? And he's like, I'm going to fucking blow him up. And she's like, well, what if you miss? I won't. He says, I won't. He grabs that bomb, takes it all the way to the ship, pushes it off as just a normal ass
In
super
space.
soldier dude in
space, though.
space. Knew where it went, blew up. Like, that man is, again, somebody that's like, I know what the fuck needs to be done. I don't give a shit how underutilized I am, how little friends I got. If I'm the only one that can do this, I'ma fucking do this, man. And so as you're playing and driving the warthogs off the exploding planets, bro, you're just like, this motherfucker, man. Fuck yeah. And so that would be my Mount Rushmore for video games.
Perfect.
I have two. Mine are dumb. You guys are so deep. Mine are.
We love our
Persia and
fictional
Matt.
characters.
I'm about to say I wouldn't say we were so deep. Persia was
Persia
really
and
deep.
fucking Matt just
And
going
Matt,
in
yeah.
Right, they went hard.
I'm about to
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
cry.
I was saying, like, I needed some time. We needed
Yeah.
some time for this. I love my
Damn.
characters, man.
Yeah.
So my first Mount Rushmore is people throughout my life that got me questioning my sexuality.
Okay.
Shit.
That's a good one though.
That is
Yeah,
a good
go
one.
ahead. I want to hear
But
it.
these are women.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd hope
That makes it even more
It better not be
interesting.
no
If
mid-milk
you're
on there.
gay, then I
That
would
makes it
expect
make
that.
sense.
Yeah.
So there was a scene from my first one is Famke Jameson, who plays Phoenix in the original X-Men movies. But again, there's a certain scene. So everything is just certain things that these women have done. I'm like, damn, I get it.
Wait a minute.
I
Flip
see
this
it.
shit up.
I see the vision. So in Days of Future Past, when Wolverine wakes up from the time loop, everything, and the time has changed or whatever, and he sees Famke Jameson as Jean Grey, and just in that red ass dress, and those red ass heels, and that red ass hair, I was like,
like white woman.
Go on.
I like people. Like I don't care about the race.
I don't see color.
No, I see color. No, I definitely see color. I tell niggas who I date of their different, and they do like whatever the race is, like white people shit. Well, it's a variation of you.
But yeah, so you got her.
That's all I got. Famke James said only in Days of Future Past.
That one
Fast,
scene,
okay.
that's crazy. I'm gonna watch that.
Sailor Uranus in every form of media.
Okay.
When she transforms.
No, not even, that's all Sailor Scouts. But I don't know. It's
saying
just
help.
something about
As a kid, I got so excited whenever they
Yeah,
transformed.
Yeah, I'm
that
sure
shit
it
was
was.
fire. Did they play the music too? Ooh. Bitch, I'm about to.
masturbate to like magical
about to-
girl fucking spinning around in circles with
Of
ribbon
age.
dancing.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. So in particular, so especially in the old anime, Sailor Uranus was more masculine coded than she is now. So she would wear a suit, like a boy's suit and everything, pantsuit. It was just very.
Hillary Clinton.
No, don't. I don't know how to describe it. It was just like very power lesbian, and I loved that shit. And I just thought she was so hot. And then like in one of the animes, Sailor Moon was like investigating what she was trying to do or whatever, and she came up to Sailor Moon. She was like, "Stop following us. We're very dangerous. You don't want to get involved in the games we play because our games are dangerous." And she just kissed Sailor Moon.
I like that gay shit too.
Zero consent. So that's
Zero
a problem.
consent, but it
That's
was
a
just,
problem.
but it was sexy, and it was just like, damn. Yeah, she's.
Should have saw Persia.
Wes, red flags again, please.
Homeboy got a fetish.
She was like, the games we play are dangerous. It just kissed her. I said, damn, bitch, take me. Kelly Rowland.
I'm following them. I'm listening.
Kelly Rowland is
Now
so
you got me.
hot.
I don't know who that is.
She was one of the girls from Destiny's Child.
Okay, thank you.
Bro, you don't have to. He doesn't
I was in
know.
TLC. Sorry.
Yeah,
They are a decade apart.
but he
Okay,
doesn't.
and I'm
know.
from
He doesn't
'92.
know.
What are we
They're
doing
not.
here?
They're almost a decade.
They was
apart.
releasing music around the
TLC
same-
and
Destiny Child.
Destiny's
They
Child.
were
weren't
both
in the same-
90s.
No,
they both
fuck, they were
They're-
both 90s.
They were not in the same lane.
Yes, they were.
They weren't
No,
in the
they
same.
weren't.
No, we're not saying
Family
okay,
both
lane. Okay.
Where did I
trio
start?
girl groups
We're gonna
making
go on.
R&B
Go on.
music.
Go on. Go on, hurry. We gotta hurry.
Yeah, we're gonna move on.
We're at 145 right now.
Okay, yeah. So
I like Kelly Rowland.
Kelly Rowland is so hot to me. And then Gal Gadot, forgive me.
Hello, no.
You fucking traitor.
Listen,
First
You
you work
saw
at
Snow White,
Starbucks
didn't
and
you?
now this.
listen.
Max
I think I know what
you
scene you're
need to
talking about, though.
stop.
Hold on. Let him.
Max
Hold on.
Lord,
Let him cook. Let him
you have
cook.
to stop. But
She is
only
hot.
I
in-
know what scene you're talking
in
about.
Batman v Superman.
When she gets blown back and she on her. Nope.
No.
My bad.
It's not even in her Wonder Woman outfit. You fucking
Damn,
weirdo.
Martha.
Right. It's a couple scenes. So one in particular is the scene. Again, I talk about this scene all the time because it's one of my favorite scenes in superhero media. But it's the scene in Batman v Superman where Lex Luthor's having his meltdown on stage and talking about the gods and everything. It's paradoxical. And
Facebook.
he's making a comment about gods or whatever, and she is a god, and she's just standing there in this dope ass outfit, and she just rolls her eyes, and I was just like, fucking sexy. And then the scene where she and Bruce kind of have a conversation after she stole his hard drive or whatever, and she just looks good in that outfit. And the way she just
Objectifying
walks
women.
away. Like, Gal Gadot's
gorgeous,
acting
yeah.
is terrible.
Yeah, but she's
when she doesn't have a whole lot of lines, and
When she's just in
able-
the scene.
Yeah, she's fine.
When her mouth is fucking shut.
When she would shut the fuck up.
I don't mean it that way, but
I
yeah.
can look at her.
Gal Gadot was in the Israeli military.
You have to be an Israeli man.
Gal Gadot was
What the
trying
fuck they got to
to
do with me?
Gal Gadot was trying to publish a movie about October 6th.
Oh,
What happened October 6th?
No.
No.
I think Good Kid, Mad City dropped that.
No. Anyway.
Tell me off the camera.
You sounded like Gal Gadot. No, Max Lord.
No.
Lear,
Yep.
Those are my.
No,
that's
he's good.
my.
fuck that pretty ass bitch.
I only got one, and I
she's
swear it'll
so
be quick.
pretty. She's so hot. But yeah, problematic. And then my next one is.
You had beef with her, bro. Fuck her.
Everybody's
I
got.
only got
No, he's
I
got
just have
another Mount Rushmore.
Another Mount Rushmore.
No, she's like supports Hamas. She supports Hamas and everything. Like she's a terrible person. Yeah, she's a terrible person. Been a terrible person.
know shit about politics.
I don't know why.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Anyway, we're not worried about any of that.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
your next-
yeah, yeah,
your-
yeah,
your
yeah,
other
yeah,
Rushmore.
Okay, and then my last one is my favorite starter animes. These are the starter animes I
That's a
get to
good one.
people
That's a really good
when I want to introduce them to anime. But like, look, not anime is not all the same. It's not all just like, ha, or blah blah blah. Like here is my 4 starter animes.
Okay.
The original Sailor Moon.
Okay.
So there was a.
I mean, yeah, but like
So you lied.
That would be the good one to do.
So that was a
But
fucking lie.
I will say, but in the first 2 seasons of Sailor Moon in particular, it some of the animation just what are you doing? You
Sailor Mooning. Go ahead.
Ticket.
We still got to get to Lear. So
I thought you said you didn't have
And
one.
Wes.
He just made one up.
I just
Okay.
and Wes's.
We're going to split this up into 2
let's just
episodes.
go.
it's all good. We
Don't
keep
don't-
rolling. Keep rolling.
no more
keep rolling.
Yeah. Yep. Just go.
Okay. So I said Sailor Moon because in the first 2 seasons of Sailor Moon, especially first 2 or 3 seasons, the animation is really it harkens back to it's old school anime. Just it's not even Digimon. Like I'm talking about like old Studio Ghibli, old old animes. Like what's the one with the Astro Boy?
Astro Boy.
Astro Boy shit. The animation is really nice and it has this very like anime nowadays for the most part all looks the same. And back that's why I appreciate 90s and 80s anime so much because it was so different. Everything looks different. So yeah, I would definitely, especially the first 2 seasons of Sailor Moon, the storylines were different. It was progressive. It was heartbreaking. It was empowering also. There's some campy, corny parts, but that was just made for the time because it was geared to a certain audience before it grew up and got into
audience.
more action-y, more like it's a magical girl anime, but it still leaned more action-y at times. Especially like the villains towards the end of the first season and the beginning of the second, it hit dark moments really quick. Cowboy Bebop. Need I say less? The music of Cowboy Bebop, the story of Cowboy Bebop, the characters in Cowboy Bebop, and it's a quick watch. So 26 episodes, I could just give it to someone. The original Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. I would never recommend. I'm sorry, I know we are kids of Dragon Ball Z. We grew up with it on Toonami.
We talking about Dragon Ball though.
But I would never recommend Dragon Ball Z to someone as their first anime. I always recommend Dragon Ball because you see the growth of Goku from child to young man. You get a taste of like the transformations and the different how power scaling is going to work a little bit, especially towards the end of the show when he learns the Kamehameha and Piccolo's 2 different forms, King Piccolo and then Piccolo Jr. So how you just see it's again like Sailor Moon, it's a different type of storytelling that we don't necessarily get in anime right now. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yeah, well, that's what I'm like. Whereas Cowboy Bebop is an action anime that hit on topics of depression, isolationism, and a lot of philosophical stuff, Neon Genesis just. That is it in the guise of a mecha anime.
Yeah. Oh,
that
man.
is what the show is about. It's about depression. It's about isolationism. It's about New World Order and all these other things. It's hits those topics harder, and then just uses mecha anime as its through line. So if that's why. Those are my 4 starter animes to people.
Beautiful.
Good. Lear?
Lear?
Mount Rushmore? All right. So yeah, I came up with this literally while
Bad
Rich was talking
bitches,
about shit.
fat bitches, bitches in the kitchen, bitches cutting my hair.
Right. Lear, I'm sorry.
It's funny because it's about to be porn stars.
What? All right.
Go
Brown
on.
Bucks for porn
Go
stars.
on.
We got number 1, not in no order. I got Sarah J. I got fucking Pinky, Havana Ginger, Tiana Trump, Mia Khalifa.
All right, Wes.
Name
Based
more
off
than
in-
4.
Oh, 5. Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's not Wes.
We ain't gonna never get sponsored.
yes, we are.
Except by
Them
Blue
niggas
Chew.
talk about Holocaust.
All right, here we
don't get
go.
sponsored.
All right.
We just
The
got a bunch of dick
backbo-
deals.
Hold on. Here we go. Go.
The backbone of the entire Dragon Ball story from Dragon Ball to where we're at.
Okay.
Oh.
Goku, obviously. Frieza.
Unfortunately,
Dr. Gero.
Yeah.
Red Ribbon Army.
And who do you guys think is number 4?
Number 4 has got to be. I got this. I
I would say
this.
Gohan.
Roshi.
Backbone. Damn. Pick
Bulma.
No. Fucking Beerus.
No.
Gohan.
It's Piccolo.
Piccolo. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. So, yeah, it's
He's
gotta
a
be.
guy-
It's gotta be.
still a
If we wouldn't have
We
Gohan
wouldn't
without
have
Piccolo.
Vegeta if it wasn't for Piccolo.
We wouldn't have Gohan if it wasn't for Piccolo.
We wouldn't have a lot of things if it wasn't for Piccolo.
True.
Same with Dr. Zero and same with Frieza.
Yeah. Okay. Solid. Okay.
Thank you, Wes.
All right. Now we're gonna do an abrupt end.
Yep.
See you, Space Cowboys, later.
Bye.